Hello, gamer family. Sylvain. You have a 50% chance to not be a failure. That's everyone. That is everyone.
Huh, okay.
Except for one. Rest in peace to do. I guess... Whoa, Ethan just said sus in the Discord. I'm just gonna say no you. Rest in peace to do. To do is the only person I didn't get to a master class. Yeah, ALL. Like, we've already actually played on this map, though. Because this was the Ingrid paralogue. So, yay.
My, thank you so much.
Having received the Kingdom Army's plea for aid, Rodrigue has agreed to provide soldiers. In order to meet up with their reinforcements, the Kingdom Army sets out for ALL, the Valley of Torment.
This valley isn't a place I'd care to return to.
After the chilliness of Fargus, I can't seem to adjust to this extreme heat.
Historically, there have been battles whose outcomes were determined in part by the climate. You can't argue that this heat isn't
Napoleonic Wars?
In conditions like these,
Even World War II, technically.
Professor, be honest. How are you holding up? Monks once used this area as an ascetic training ground because of the intense environment. They say Alel was born of the goddess's rage. If you believe the legends, this valley is evidence of the goddess's judgment, passed on humanity for its corruption. The forest that once covered the surrounding area was burnt to ash by a pillar of light that descended from the heavens. That legend fueled belief in a place of torment between our world and the next, where one's sins are purified in the cleansing flames.
Nonsense. Sins are not so easily washed away.
Indeed, and there are no accounts of such a place in Scripture. Yet those who cannot face their own sins have no choice but to cling to the idea.
I just don't think I can take this heat anymore. I think I'm starting to see things. Near those mountains over there. Is it just me? Or is there a group of people gathered there?
No. It would seem you are not hallucinating after all. Are those Rodrigue soldiers? No. But their banner is that of... No. It can't be.
That is House Rose banner. They curried favor with that witch and sold out Fargus.
We messed up. There must have been a spy among us.
Sus among us?
Them in battle, or wait for Rodrigue to arrive.
There is only one option. I will not repeat myself. That banner belongs to the Grey Lion. It's a waste of breath to exchange words with one such as him.
His Highness is correct. He is not an opponent whom we can expect to negotiate with.
Is that Claude's house?
Prepare for
No.
the attack.
Claude is from the Alliance, not from the Kingdom.
Oh.
And he's House Regan. Not House Rel. Oh, I'm actually curious. The most successful certification exams, those are almost all master classes except for Bishop in 8th place. What the hell? That's so weird. Wyvern Lord is the master class, and Wyvern Knight is the advanced, right? I actually don't know that. Yeah, Caspar, I am not bringing you I'd rather die. I'll give Catherine to Dimitri. Dimitri doesn't need the help. Anyways, I think I remember all the support stuff I want to get. Well, this map, the goal is just not to have to be here long. If you're playing Silver, Snow, and Verdant Wind, you can actually recruit Ash. It's one of the few classic-style recruitments.
A good place to finish off my life as a knight. Only if that puny force of children is able to kill me, of course.
That man who raises the lion's flag, Lord Gwendol. He is an elder knight who serves House Rome. Gwendol would, without thought, fight any battle if ordered. There is no chance of negotiating with him. Aelel is a deadly place. Flames burst from the ground with no warning. Sane people usually avoid it.
So the flames of torment burn your sins, your life, your everything. If you wish to spare yourself the goddess's wrath, tread lightly.
Isn't Dimitri like such a badass looking character now, Seth?
Yeah.
Isn't he like one of your favorite Fire Emblem characters now?
Probably.
I'll comply.
Trust me, by the end of this game, he definitely will be. Roy? I like Roy. Don't get me wrong.
What's the plan?
But his character arc is nothing compared to Dimitri's. Because Dimitri's has 3 phases, and we're currently just in phase 2. Phase 3 Dimitri is the coolest part, is the best one now.
I'll cut through.
Trying to decide which way's the... Oh, wow, okay. Won't complain about that. Trying to decide which way's the best way to go. Probably just up north, huh? Because you don't have to cross that if you go up north. And it did look like it actually was developing support YouTube with,
At your service.
What's my strategy?
Sylvain. I mean, with
I'm your
Felix.
girl.
Dimitri developed support, so...
Let's clean up.
I don't know. That's right. Sylvain needs Felix, Annette, and someone else. At least I thought.
I'd better keep up.
There we go. Oh, I need that support. That's the one I needed. Cool. Ingrid, you're like the one place where you aren't gonna get like yeeted into oblivion. Happy. Where's Happy? Did I not deploy Happy? I forgot to deploy Happy. I'm not very happy about that. Oh well. I know I'm a comedian. Funniest man alive. I'm so funny, guys. So damn funny. Yeah, I'm still playing just to get support to YouTube. Remember, if I'm playing weird, that's why. Because me want supports. Wait. Oh wait, that's right. Those two did not get supports yet. You know what, Dimitri? I'm just not gonna use you, and you're gonna have to deal with it. Wait, what? They have another support? Oh wait, one of those isn't support? Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll just do that. I was like, hashtag Victory Royale. Hashtag Fortnite Battle Royale. Nice.
I'll protect.
Oh, what? The support went all the way over there, too. That's cray-cray. Did I just see that they did not get XP? That they did not get support points, I meant to say? Those two definitely did. I probably shouldn't have skipped there, because I am not playing by myself.
So Cornelia has planted spies even inside Garreg Mach.
The shield of Fargus has appeared. We can expect more out of him than the young ones.
Epic Gamer Rodrigue is here.
What's the plan?
At your service.
I might just chuck Dimitri in the south.
Let's clean up.
What's my strategy?
Okay, so they're still getting support points. The ones with Byleth are technically the easiest, though, just because I have all the monastery activities to help me develop them.
I'm your girl.
Ready when you are.
Boom. Dismounted.
You saved me.
Yep, those two are done. That means the only support I have left for Yuri is with Byleth.
I'm strong.
I do know who I'm S supporting, YouTube, and it's a character that I have.
Attack them from both sides.
I've never said it on the channel, but it's a character for the longest time that, at least in my mind, I've considered really overrated. But while I haven't had a ton of supports with her, I've actually really liked her, and now I can actually see why people like her as a character.
Who is the character?
I'm not spoiling it. Dingo brain. Bing bong, you have to find out
Better keep
later.
Thank you. Hard.
I've been around my HR manager too much this past month. Next thing you know, I'm gonna start calling people bozos. That's the next step of Pokemon evolution.
Good work.
Nice. Okay, Sylvain, you're the bait. Oh, wait, what? Why is Gwendol going to the south? Bozo. El Bozo, actually.
Well done.
El Bozo moment. This is, I think, the longest I've actually spent on this map. And it's not because I'm, like, strategizing or have bad army or anything. It's literally just because I'm trying to grind out supports. I find that really funny. It's like, my army is really good. We're kind of to the point in the game in Three Houses where it just isn't good anymore. The late game curse to me is much earlier in Three Houses than any other Fire Emblem game, as it pretty much hits the second you get the second part.
I am Gwendol, the Grey Lion, a knight by the hand of Count Rowe. Do your worst.
Everyone, I'm sorry.
I'm your girl. So helpful.
I'll comply.
This may actually just end the map. It depends if...
What's
Well,
my
it depends on
strategy?
multiple things. But chances are it will end the
Nick.
map, just like that. Unfortunately.
At your service.
Let's
So
clean
be
up.
it.
What's the plan? I'll cut through.
Don't need the map that's ending. Possibly. It depends if Gwendol... You dingo brain!
Here we go.
El Bozo. He could be doing this so many ways, yet he's not. Yuri's really skyrocketing level-wise.
Think this through.
Oh, you can. Guaranteed, yeah.
Not what I... Ready when you are.
Boom. And boom, that actually gets more support between the two. Cool.
The man praised as a lion is degraded to a mere traitor's underling.
A traitor's underling? That's upsetting, Your Highness. I am and always have been a knight of House Rowe.
How dare you? You are nothing but a lowly beast scavenging for scraps. You have forgotten the dignity of knighthood.
I may be lowly, but this beast is devoted to his master.
Then I had better kill the pet and deliver its head to that master.
So I have found a place to die. Young ones, I thank you.
It is
Nice.
the way of knights
Victory.
to follow their master's orders without argument. Lord Gwendol was a good man.
Now he is just a corpse, nothing more. Let's go. Rodrigue is waiting for us.
Yahoo! Epic gamer moment. Dimitri's motivation does not matter, game. It does not matter. It matters not.
It's been too long, Your Highness. But try to temper your joy, will you? This is a war after all.
To say such a thing at a time like this. You have not changed one bit.
Don't let looks deceive you. I've had a rough go of it ever since I crossed blades with those traitors in Ferdiad. When I heard you'd been executed, I rushed there as fast as I could, blind with fury. When I got there, I was fed some garbage about not being able to see your body. The next thing I knew, I was gripping my blade and... Gilbert, you have done well to locate His Highness. I am truly grateful. And you, I have you to thank as well. Well, we are in your debt. I will repay you for this someday, I swear it. And you, Felix, you have also done well to bring His Highness here.
Tell us all you know, Rodrigue.
I'm afraid there's not much to tell. You are aware that the western region of the kingdom was taken by the Empire, correct?
Yes, so I have heard. They are now calling it the Fargus Dukedom, or some nonsense.
If you know that much, then the rest won't take long. Enemy or not, it's undeniable that Cornelia's plan was nothing short of genius. After seizing power, she invited the Imperial Army to Ferdiad. There she reorganized her troops and then sent soldiers to hunt me down. Because of that, we were forced to act defensively, and now we're being forced into a difficult battle. She's been controlling the situation all along.
So that's been the witch's
Thumbnail
plan from the
image.
start. I should have killed her
No,
ages
it's too
ago.
zoomed in.
Your Highness, Ferdiad is in a terrible state right now. The tyranny is unbearable, and so the rebellions are endless. Refugees starve to death in the streets. If I may speak freely, Your Highness, we should change course for Ferdiad and take down those traitors before we embark to Enbar.
There's no time for that. We must annihilate Enbar before all else.
Think this through. I understand wanting to destroy the Empire and the Emperor. I want that so much it hurts. But which is more important, the dead or the living?
Silence!
No, Dmitri. You will hear me out.
Are you asking me? Asking the dead to forgive that woman?
No, I would not ask that of you. What I am asking is that you allow us to prioritize the Kingdom capital over the Imperial capital for now. As Lambert's close and trusted friend, I am confident that he would have advised the same.
Do not dare to put words in the mouths of the dead. They are your words alone, even if you borrow their lips. Until I offer up that woman's head, Father will remain a slave to his lingering regret and hatred. Even now, he suffers. It is ceaseless. As we waste time with idle chatter, his suffering continues.
You are my king. Our king. Wherever you lead, we will follow. But Your Highness, there are those who take up their sword in the name of revenge, and yet along the way, lose the strength and composure to follow through. You would do well to bear that in mind.
Foreshadowing.
Ah, I nearly forgot. Take this, Your Highness. The time has come for it to be wielded by its true master.
Eretvar, the hero's relic once wielded by my father.
The very same. I managed to steal it back from one of Cornelia's underlings in Ferdiad.
Understated as ever, Father. It must have been a true struggle to get it back.
I am grateful, my friend.
Gilbert, Professor, may I request something of you? I wish to fight at your side.
Senile already, old man? Who will protect our territory?
I expected it would come to this, so I left those matters to my younger brother. He has my complete faith. I must keep my promise to our fallen king, to my dear friend. A very old one. I swore it nearly 10 years ago. Now then, Your Highness, let's destroy the Empire together. My men and I will spare no effort. I pray that you are right, and that this will save the kingdom.
Whoa, it actually sent it directly to Dimitri's inventory, not to buy less? That's crazy.
Our orders are to capture Enbar by striking the enemy's stronghold directly. How familiar are you with the geography of Fodlan?
Oh, are you ready for another fake joke? I mean, fake choice?
Then you must be aware that the kingdom and
Yeah.
the empire are separated by the impassable Ogma Mountains, right? Legend has it that Saint Seros once crossed over those mountains to fight against the fell king Nemesis. But don't fool yourself. Leading a large army over such steep mountains would be near impossible.
In order to infiltrate the Empire, we have no choice but to go around the mountains, either to the east or to the west.
See, you may think that you have a choice here, but if you choose the wrong one, they're gonna call you a dumbass. Be like, no, you can't do that. That's stupid. East is the correct one.
Yes, I agree. The Alliance is currently split in two. Those who stand with the Empire and those who are against it. Leading the Imperial faction is House Gloucester, while House Regan leads those who oppose. We should take advantage of their internal conflict and proceed east along the mountains until we reach the Great Bridge of Myrden in Alliance territory.
The Aramid River divides Alliance and Empire territory. There are many large bridges that cross it. However, the Great Bridge of Myrden is by far the largest, and it is also closest to the Monastery. I believe you crossed that bridge 5 years ago on your journey to the Battle of the Eagle and Lion. afraid it's a possibility, but it's still more practical than passing through the west.
Perhaps our next move should be to contact House Regan and request their cooperation. Claude of House Regan is the leader of the Alliance and is firmly against the Empire. They are the enemy of our enemy.
In
In
both
other
three
words,
houses,
hopefully, a friend.
in both three houses and three hopes, Claude is on your side. As the Blue Lions. On Edelgard, it depends on the game what side he's on.
Are you suggesting that we ask House Regan to engage
I like
the
Three
Gloucester
Hopes Claude
soldiers?
more. I think he's more interesting.
If we take
Just
the
saying.
bridge, then House Gloucester will no longer be able to receive support from the Empire. There's no way a man as wise as Claude would refuse our request.
And once we manage to capture the Great Bridge and gain a foothold into the Empire,
Then we cross Gronder Field and head south toward Enbar.
But if we get attacked from both sides, we'll have to fight people from the Alliance, won't we?
Speaking of House Gloucester, I wonder how Lawrence is holding up.
If we meet him again, it will probably be as enemies. To be honest, I'd rather avoid seeing him altogether.
If you do not wish to kill familiar faces, do not tarry over the corpses of the dead.
Good advice.
Prepare yourselves. It is time to steal your souls for the task at hand.
Awesome. Epic gamer, epic gamer, 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 epic gamer, epic gamer, epic gamer, gamer, epic, 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 epic,
Part 2.
epic gamer.
Azure Moon. Lone Moon. The rose-colored river.
Oh baby, this is a good map.
Kingdom Army
Well,
meets with
that's not true. The
Fodlan
actual map
in
itself
Aelor, Valley
sucks,
of Torment.
but there is something
With the
good
strength
about
of
it.
House Fraldarius on their side, the time to invade the Empire is finally at hand.
I have a bunch of weeks. That's epic.
even though it's in ruins, in some strange way, this monastery never truly changes, does it? I studied at the Officers' Academy when I was young. Those memories come rushing back whenever I return. What are you doing here at this hour anyway? It's the same for me. Perhaps you'll allow me to join you. Much appreciated. I keep recalling my eldest son. He was quite gifted. In fact, he was appointed a knight at the age of 15. I still vividly remember the day he was granted a sword from His Majesty. Dead. He was killed 9 years ago in Dusker. All that returned of him that day were his sword and his armor. After it happened, I said something horrible to Felix. He's hated me ever since.
And I don't think that's ever said.
I don't blame him. No matter how much you grieve, the dead will never return. No magic in the world can bring them back. That's why their memory clings to the living like a curse. The more they were loved, the tighter their hold, and the more suffering they cause. I fear I am not a strong enough man to scold His Highness for his foolishness. Right you are. As adults, it is our responsibility to scold him and help him find his way again. I come off as so self-important, but really, I'm just a failure of a man.
I believe it might be confirmed somewhere, but what Roderick said to Felix when Glenn died was he died like a true knight or something like that. Which is one of the reasons why Felix also hates chivalry.
Professor.
And why he's an asshole.
I entrust the young prince and the future of Fargus to you. You are a brave one, aren't you? One worthy of leading the Church of Seros, I dare say. You should know that I have no intention of insisting that you take back Ferdiat. All I ask is that you continue to rein in Dimitri's manic desire for revenge. Now then, we have received House Regan's consent. All that's left is for us to depart. If we make it through Gloucester territory and across the Great Bridge of Myrddin, we'll be in Empire territory. You are not afraid, are you? Yes. Such is war. I'm glad you were the one to lead the Blue Lion House, Professor. I mean that.
We are not doing that paralogue even close to now, as long as I don't need to do it now. I'll see when it expires really quickly, but it shouldn't expire until before chapter
Singing is nice,
21.
The only thing is, I'd prefer to do it without an
So month 8 is when it should expire. Because I want to do it at the same time as Dimitri's paralogue, which doesn't unlock until after chapter 18. So I was going to do them both after chapter 18. Nothing the entire week. What? What? I thought that didn't happen until after. Okay. I thought I had a little longer.
Whatever it takes.
I thought I didn't get that until a little later. Okay. I'm not actually gonna do the battles. 823 is the last day it's available. Cool. Yep. And the suggested level is 31. Cool. Yeah, everyone hits that. And I'll auxiliary battle all those. Whose birthday? Shamir, I will tea time that birthday just to make sure I get the support. If I don't get it by the time I'm done exploring, by the time I'm done exploring.
So what happened to Abyss in this case?
Abyss is still there, I just haven't gone there. There's just no point in going down there. Keep in mind, Seth, that the Abyss was added in the DLC, so it's really not super necessary to ever have to do.
I need your help.
I think this opens up another shop, if I remember this correctly.
Hi. Right.
I like how little quests there are in part 2. That being said, one of these videos, I'm going to talk about why I hate the Monastery in the second part of the game so much. Oh no, not a second shop yet. I'll talk about why I hate it so much eventually, but not yet. It's not time to completely complain about the existence here.
House Fraldarius is a military
Monastery
house.
part 2, yeah.
They swore fealty to the royal family at the kingdom's founding. The current family head, Lord Rodrigue, was raised like a brother to the former king. He harbors a loyalty that goes beyond mere duty. Perhaps this is why he was willing to lend us his aid. I have a request.
Ugh. That's gonna take up one of my proper things. Well, let's find out. What weird, mean thing is Dimitri gonna say now?
In my way, I will strike you down.
Cool. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, but
Really?
we'll just refund.
I didn't get any of those. I'm gonna like tea time all of them. Okay. Oh, cool. I didn't get any of those developed yet either. Ash doesn't matter. Because Ash is
Mercedes.
trash.
You're looking divine as always.
Good evening, Sylvain. Thank you for coming out to see me.
Just the two of us meeting at this time of night? You moved quicker than I thought.
I don't know what speed has to do with it, but there was something I wanted to talk to you about.
Ah, okay. I probably should have figured that out.
I can be so forgetful at times. I neglected to mention this the other day. I meant to say that I know you've been through a lot in this life.
Huh? Me?
Your parents have placed a great deal of pressure on you as their heir. And it's all because you were born with a crest. You've had to put up with such lofty expectations.
All of the kingdom's noble houses expect a lot from their heirs. I'm no different from any other noble guy or gal. We've all got responsibilities.
But didn't you mention that your brother envied you enough to wish you dead? I'm sure that wasn't easy.
Thinking about it, life was probably a lot harder for my brother than it ever has been for me.
Didn't you also mention that women were only interested in having your, as you say, crest baby? I'm not very interested in the particulars, but I get the feeling that you don't care very much for these women who throw themselves at you.
I'd appreciate it if maybe you kept that observation between the two of us.
Your secret's safe with me. I understand the pain you've had to carry.
I know you've got your share of bad memories too, but...
That's why you feel comfortable letting your guard down around me. Come now. That's enough with the sad smile.
Mercedes. Was my sad smile really that bad? Did it ruin my dashing good looks?
Not at all. You actually look more handsome to me with honesty on your face.
Aw, here come the waterworks.
Don't be ashamed of crying. I'm here to protect you. Will you protect me in return?
I will. I promise. You know, Mercedes, you really are a special lady. Training on your own? You really do work hard.
I hate to break it to you, Sylvain, but there's nobody here for you to flirt with. So there's not much reason to hang around.
You're here, aren't you?
How ridiculous. Almost as ridiculous as your face.
You'd really say something like that to a handsome guy like me? I'm crushed. Joking aside, may I join you? I only came out here so I could train too.
Sure, just don't get in my way.
I've been thinking about it, and I really depend on you. Maybe that's weird since I'm older than you, but still.
Hitting on me? Again? Have some dignity, would you?
No, I'm being honest. I thought you'd listen. Hey, I'd like it if you didn't get too far away from me on the battlefield, okay? Just stay where I can see you.
I'll stay as long as I can. You're useless without me, after all.
What? No, I'm saying if there's one thing I can do on the battlefield, it's keep you safe.
Whatever helps you feel better. Stay and protect me, then. I couldn't bear it if you went off and died on me while I wasn't around.
I'm pretty sure that's my line.
It's getting late. We'd better head out.
You're right. I'm exhausted anyway.
You haven't been practicing enough. All that time you waste chasing after women would be better spent training. I'll train with you anytime, so just... What's that strange look for?
Well, you're going to think I'm being a jerk or hitting on you or whatever. When we're side by side like this, training, I feel, I don't know, oddly at ease.
I know what you mean. It's probably because we've been friends for so long.
That must be it. Let's never change. Friends forever?
Absolutely. No matter what happens, we'll always be friends, Sylvain.
There is another support with them, but that seemed very final. There is another one with them, right? Yeah, that seemed very final, but there's apparently another one. Are they actually gonna, like, fall in love or whatever? Lamau.
Annie, do you have a moment?
Is this about what happened when we were shopping? If so, it's fine.
That was
Don't
ages
worry
ago.
about
Why
it.
was this one time
Not so
skip
fast.
locked?
I haven't properly apologized yet. So, I'm sorry. I got scared. Imagine if something bad happened to you because of me.
Mercy.
Sorry, 1 second, you two. I have
You
a
would have
sad
just
looking
run
dog.
away if you were on your own, wouldn't you? Instead, you acted defensively because I was there. I dragged you down.
Mercy, you're upsetting me. How dare you say that you dragged me down? You know why I was acting so recklessly? Because I wanted to protect my best friend in the whole world.
Annie.
I have a dog.
Do you remember when we first enrolled at the academy? It seemed like everyone was leagues ahead of us and so far out of reach. I felt completely hopeless. But because you were there, I didn't lose hope. So, don't say stupid things about how you dragged me down or how you don't deserve things.
Thank you for saying that. And again, I'm sorry. You're just so important to me. I know I could never find another friend like you. You've stayed by my side through thick and thin. I wouldn't be able to forgive myself if anything happened to you because of me.
Mercy, can we be friends again?
Of course, Annie. Friends forever.
Good. I don't know what I would have done if we hadn't found a way to make up.
I'm sorry. I should have said something sooner.
No, I'm the one who should have stopped being so stubborn and said something. You know, now that everything's as it should be, I'm suddenly starving.
That's just like you. Come, let's go for tea.
Ooh, let's! And we should have some Mercy-baked sweets on the side. I think I love you more than just about anything in the world.
You do? Oh, Annie, you're too sweet.
Not as sweet as your baking. I love your baking more than anything in the world, too. Other than you.
Well, I'm always happy to bake for you, Annie.
I'm so happy to have you back.
Cool. I think this means there's only 2 more supports left. Oh, that means Yuri only has 1 more support left. And in the entire...
Hey, finally,
Wow.
you've arrived. I was beginning to get impatient. Have a seat.
What are you on about?
I'm not on about anything. Let's have dinner together, Yuri.
What?
What is this? Did you make it?
I did. It's a simple dish. My culinary skills are fairly basic.
Hold on. What exactly is this about?
You cook for me, I cook for you. That's how this works. It may not be quite as elegant a meal as that of a Drestian or Leicester cuisine, but the food of Fargus is delicious nonetheless.
Thank you for the meal. It was lovely, Ingrid. The flavors were nostalgic. Reminded me of when I lived with my mother and the Elder. I was actually born in a poor town in Fargus. And the flavors in this dish remind me of those days. Sorry. I didn't mean to compare a meal made by nobility with the meager food I grew up eating.
No offense taken. To tell the truth, although my house is a noble one, it's also lacking in money. Our territory was struck by famine, and we ate whatever the land gave us, which wasn't much. We took what we could, just like everyone.
I see.
Well, I must say that your cooking is quite to my taste. Any meal made with so much thought and care is bound to be delicious.
Why, thank you. High praise indeed, from someone who knows their way around a kitchen.
To survive in this world means to sharpen many skills, whether it's cooking or anything else, really. Although I've got to say, I do enjoy cooking. And if my meals can bring a smile to someone's face, all the better. Celebrating victories with friends, sitting around a table with loved ones, watching someone enjoy the meal I made them. Few things bring me more joy.
Have you ever considered giving up being the Lord of the Underworld and becoming a chef instead?
A chef, huh? You know, that doesn't sound half bad.
If you ever do, I'd come to your restaurant and eat whatever you'd whipped up every day.
I'd like that very much. I'd work extra hard so I could see that lovely smile of yours.
You are just too much. I can hardly maintain my composure around you.
Did I say something wrong?
Not at all, Yuri. Not at all.
Gamer.
So happy. Are you going back home or what?
That came out of nowhere. Haven't you noticed there's a war going on? I can't leave now.
Hadn't noticed. Nope. Now that I have, will you head home once it's over? To check on your parents?
No. Even after the war, I can't return. With my curse, I might destroy the whole village. I won't put them at risk like that.
True. I want to say you could go there and everything would be dandy. The way things tend to shake out, though, it can be pretty hard not to sigh.
What about you? You don't mind spending all this time away from wherever you call home?
Can't say I've spent much time thinking about it. Maybe after the war's over. I've got plenty to keep me occupied. If I drop things and head home, my people will lose respect for me. I can't have that.
I see. I know I should visit home at some point. It's been more than a decade since I left, though. They probably think I died.
They might. All the more reason for you to go back. I know you're scared. But if you keep your visit brief, it'll work out fine. I don't know about yours, but my mother would want to know that I'm okay.
I suppose I could stop by for a short visit. That might be nice.
Still worried? I can accompany you. I'm sure you'll find some use for me.
Huh?
You know you'll be so caught up in my lively conversations, you'll have very little time for sighing.
That plan could backfire. I might find the conversation boring, and then...
That would never happen. I wouldn't allow for it. And on the off chance a beast does appear, well, that'll clear up your boredom pretty quickly, won't it?
You've got a weird sense of humor, Yuri Bird. I like that. I guess I wouldn't feel so nervous about going home if you went with me. I might even have a good time. When you're there, you feel closer to the stars. They look so clear and bright. I'd love to show you.
I look forward to it. I bet we'll even see some of the stars you taught me about.
And maybe I'll finally lay eyes on that constellation you told me about. A fishing rod, was it?
Well, YouTube, that is all the supports we have right now, and we're pretty slim on supports. We got the Mercedes one, and those three for Byleth and Dimitri. But besides that, we're really done. Dimitri only has Happy and Annette. So he has almost none once I can start doing them, you know. Felix only has 3 left. No, yeah, not counting that. And I've made solid work on all of them. Ash doesn't matter. Sylvain only has 2 more. Mercedes only has 2 more. Annette has 1 more. I mean, technically, she has 2 with Dimitri. That's weird. 1 more. One more. One more. One more. One more. Oh, that's not developed yet. Ugh. Anyways, YouTube, that's going to end this one. Goodbye.